Wow, I got it. I'm live. Yeehaw. I have tried twice this morning, and I just tried 3 times just now, and this is the 4th time, and I finally am live. We'll see how that goes. Well, hello. Yeah, I tried to go live this morning. I tried to go live on YouTube. I went live on Facebook also, and I couldn't go live on YouTube. I just tried 4 times. You know, you got to type in the headline of the video. You got to type in the description of the video. I did that 4 times. This is the 5th time, and it worked. Never give up. Never surrender, people. I had to change it around. This time I didn't put I don't think anything in the description. Thank you so much. I do prefer John, though. Howdy, howdy. Hello to all. Thank you, Sherry. Hi, Diamond Point. Lanny. I appreciate you all so very much. Yeah, I was on Facebook. I'm going to go live on Facebook too. Might as well try to get some truth out. Me and Robin been running around all day, and we got back a little while ago, and I was like, I gotta try to get back on YouTube. They took my TikTok account down the other day. They took Robin's TikTok account down the other day. Many lions keep sharing and getting kicked off. Well, hello, Kathy. I'm so glad you got the book. Big surprise in the mail today. Big surprise. Let's see here. I'm going to try to go live here on Facebook while I'm talking to y'all. Add a description. The real one and only John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. right here live on Facebook. Please share. Let's see, I got to turn the camera around here. Now, how am I going to turn the camera around if it doesn't show me how to turn it around? Come on. There we go. Thank you once again for joining. What a pain in the ass. What a pain in the ass. Try to go live, share my story all the time. I was on Facebook this morning, and I shared, somebody sent me this beautiful shave razor the other day. I guess I got a hint to start shaving more often or something, but yeah, it's a wonderful gift. Huge. Look at this beautiful eagle. Somebody sent me this today. How beautiful is that? Robin opened it up and said, wow, look at how beautiful. That is a beautiful piece of artwork. And I said, Robin, that's mine. Don't touch it. It's going on my desk right there. I got 40 more of these in the mail today. Mary Maxwell sent me a box of 40 more. I wish more people would get on Facebook. I really do. But yeah, The Historian's Tale, The Amazing Return of President Kennedy's Son, with my mug on the front. Wonderful book. Mary Maxwell's an awesome lady. She's a go-getter. She's written many books. She sent me some of her books to also give away. Thank you so much, Libby. This hat was gifted to me also a couple days ago. Wonderful letter along with it. lions are roaring, and it's so appreciated. These gifts are so, they keep me keeping on. I'm just glad yeah, I'm a little tired. I am so glad I was able to go on YouTube live. I thought they might have taken this account down. I really did. They took my TikTok account down the other day, but this morning I went on Facebook Live twice. Or actually, I stayed on Facebook, but I tried to do two YouTube live videos, and they both announced that I was going live, but there was no live. The little thing kept spinning around in a circle on my screen. I wish I was more computer savvy, but I said before I go to bed, I want to see if I can get back on YouTube. So I got on, I tried, it wouldn't let me. It kept saying, sorry, buddy, you can't get on YouTube. I tried it again. It said, sorry again. Unable to connect. I tried it again. And the fourth time, I just said, I'm not going to put in a description. Maybe my description saying I'm John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. is hindering me from getting it out or something. And now it worked. So that's wonderful. But yeah, I think I got a bunch of these in the mail from Mary today to give away. This isn't the colored. The colored copies cost us over $11. And this black and white, where the pictures are black and white, was a little less expensive. Mary Maxwell spent over $1,100 on the first 100 books to mail off to people to try to get attention to people within our government. She's been sending them to many famous people that are in the news. I heard somebody sent one to Fox News the other day. Bless your heart. Let's make them feel guilty for what they're doing. If these people have a conscience, let's let them see all the cover-ups that they've been covering up for so freaking long, and they're still doing it to this day. Yeah, thank you so much. Wonderful Lion sent me this hat. Beautiful hat. I wish I could make my own hats. I really do. I would love to learn how to sew. Robin's actually got a couple of really nice sewing machines, and I don't know how to work them. And she doesn't know how to work them really good. But I would love to buy a bunch of hats and learn how to put the real JFK Jr. on them. I really would. We need to do everything we can to get the truth out, get the story out, and help save this country from what's coming and what's been going on for so very long. Larry, that's good. I really don't know what happened there. I read a comment from her brother, but yeah, you never know what could have happened. I get supporters, and I never know what's going on. I'm trying to share my story, and sometimes I'll get people to help share and side with me, and you never know why they turn their back on me after supporting me. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know, so I'm not gonna make fun of her or talk bad about her or anything. She did support me, so that's awesome. But then when she put a knife in my back and twisted it a few times, but I don't know the circumstances. I have seen so much in my lifetime: child trafficking, kidnapping, extortion, and so many other things that I really don't know the truth of what happened there. But yeah, that was a big turn. 1 minute supporting me, trying to get truckers to rally for me and my story and get the truth out, and then all of a sudden a complete 360. Yeah. I was talking with a friend of mine. He's 84 years old, and we were talking today, And we were talking about people that speak up before they think. I get many comments, for example, that I'm just a fake, I am a fraud, and I'm not the real John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. without them doing one slightest bit of research. I know who I am. I get so many comments about DNA. I have taken 5 DNA tests. We've spent thousands on DNA. The cabal's running things. They don't want the story out, and I want the story out. And if you got a problem with no DNA, I do too. Ask our government why they are hindering my DNA. If you got a laboratory and you want to test my DNA, I'll happily send it to you. I have no problem with that because I want to prove who I am worse than anybody in this whole world. I want to prove these criminals are criminals. Susan, no, I don't have a colored copybook. I gave them all away. People sent me blessings for some. I gave many away. I believe I had 50 copies. And right now, I only have one that's in a Ziploc bag for Robin. Maybe we'll get some more. I don't know. But 100 copies that we had, Mary had 50 that she mailed out to try to get the story out. I had 50. And they're probably going to be a collector's item someday because Mary Maxwell signed them. And I also signed all the copies as well. Yeah, but they were expensive to get printed up, and we'll see. But as far as right now, I ran out of books. Mary Maxwell sent me a few the other day, and I sent them out today. I was like, I don't have any more books, so that's a good thing. That means the story's getting out. But yeah, I got a nice box full of these today. Mary signed them, and I got to sign them yet. But Mary Maxwell put her signature on there, and I signed also. Mary Maxwell sent me some more books to send out. She is a great investigator. Stop lying about the marathon bombing or else. Mary Maxwell came out with this book, and I was with the Secret Service in Special Black Ops missions under MK Ultra, and I could tell you a few things about a few things. And usually when there are big, huge events like that, there are our government, our Secret Service agents that are the crime ring are behind it all for one reason or another. And it's usually extortion for money. They usually go after the money. And that's why things were done. They want to take our weapons away from us. And they want to keep us all suppressed while they do their they're the only ones that want guns for themselves, and they don't want us to have it. Thank you so much. I see some wonderful comments on Facebook. I appreciate you so very much. I appreciate all your comments right here on YouTube. Yeah, once again, I apologize. I had some people waiting this morning, but the little circle, I tried to go live this morning twice before me and Robin had to go run some errands and try to get some work done, and it wouldn't let me. So we got home a little while ago. I tried, I think it was 4 times this evening to go live on YouTube, and it kept not letting me. It kept popping up a new screen. I'd sit there and fill out all the information, the description of the video, all that, and then it would say not, and then I'd click on it, and it would tell me to start all over. I did that 4 times, 5th time's the charm, which is awesome. But thank you guys for leaving your comments on a blank screen that I tried to do this morning. Hi, Rebecca. We were talking about that today, about Wayne. You do not want to know. That's the best way to describe it. When Wayne was around, people lost their lives. I can't trust it any much more. Wayne had the power to walk into the White House and tell presidents what to do. Wayne had the power to walk into our Secret Service, our CIA, and tell everyone around him what to do and how fast to do it. If he told somebody to jump off a freaking bridge, if they didn't, he would probably shoot them and throw them off of that bridge. So when people ask me about Wayne and Robin, I love Robin. She said, I would love to meet Wayne and thank him for keeping you alive. And I said, no, you won't. Wayne scares the crap out of me. Just leave it at that. Yeah, I'm good with it. So hopefully you will be too. Wayne was many different people. Wayne was basically a Secret Service agent at the highest level that could tell the presidents of the United States what to do. And I shit you not, he would tell the presidents of the United States what to do and how to do it. Does that make him a member of the cabal? Could be. Does that make him a double agent? That could be also. Did he help me? Yes. Did he torture me? Yes. But under hypnosis, under MK Ultra, anybody can be anyone they want you to be. They could have told me, hey, that's Marilyn Monroe, and Wayne's standing there, and I would have believed that that was Marilyn Monroe. It's that hardcore. It's a weapon of war. It really is a weapon of war. And I have learned a lot about MK Ultra. I have woke up under MK Ultra, usually when people were dying and I was fighting for them to stay alive. I have many, many stories that aren't in my book. Please read the reviews. So I went to Amazon today and I read the reviews. There's been a couple more. People were saying, hey, I've been trying to leave a review on Amazon. It's not letting me leave a review, or I posted one. It never showed up. So I wanted to check it out. Please check out the reviews. Wonderful reviews. Absolutely wonderful, by people that have read Stolen Identity. So if you don't know what my book is about or anything, check out Amazon, the reviews on Amazon. This book should be number one. It really should be, because it's a wake up, and my picture's on the front of it. That's the real John Kennedy Jr. right there. The man you knew. And this creeped me out the other day. This is how the cabal worked, people. This is how the people in our government work. See this man? He had absolutely no Kennedy freaking blood. None. The cabal placed him in my place. They thought they killed me. I don't know if Wayne told them I was dead and then tortured me so I would never talk about it. But yeah. And it's crazy huge, the power these people. People don't understand the power these people in our government have over us, had over me. They don't. But anyway, this was sitting on the floor just like this. So it was dark in here last night. And I looked under my desk and I thought this motherfucker was laying under my desk. I know he's dead, but this book, this picture's huge on this book. So it was sitting under my desk and I seen that picture and I was like, I'm fucking grabbing my freaking piece and all that, going, that's freaking George Onassis. It was a trip. It was a trip. Well, thank two Libbies for being on here. Appreciate you guys, both of you. And I thank all you lions with all my heart. I really do. You all know I could not get this story out without your help. So here's the deal. The new book came out a couple weeks ago. People have been sharing this on TikTok. Robin got kicked off the other day, and it's not uncommon for a lion to make a video of me on this book and get the boot. They'll shut your account down, or they'll give you account warnings. They basically harass people that share this truthful story. So Robin got taken down 2 nights ago, and then I got taken down. I don't have a TikTok account. I got to get a new phone to make a new TikTok account, or get the computer to make another account. But I put my phone number in, and they said, sorry, but Charlie, you already had your account. You're not getting back on. But yeah, so you all do me a favor, you lions, take a picture of this book, a picture of me, and let's share the hell out of it on a TikTok. Let's make it their worst nightmare. That's what you do. That's what you do. They take us down for telling the truth, so we share it twice as hard as we ever have. And I appreciate it so very, very much. Thank you so much on Facebook Live. We're hindered on Facebook Live. We're hindered here on YouTube. I got 76. Just think if the story was out world and it was announced on all the news media channels. Hey, the real John Kennedy Jr. is alive, and he's trying to share his story right now on YouTube. You think that 72 that I have watching my live right now would be 72 million? I bet you it would be. I really do. But they're not doing it because they're hindering. What am I exposing with these books? What am I exposing? I'm exposing the takeover of the United States of America. How big is that? It's freaking huge, people. Mary Maxwell said, I am the Rosetta Stone of the truth. And what is the Rosetta Stone? It explains it all. I'm explaining the JFK files. I'm explaining the takeover of America. I'm explaining why everything is so bad. I'm explaining the takeover of our government by the Hollywood actors. It's freaking huge. The crime. I mean, even in 1988, when Steve Victor George, the same man, he was a double agent for the Secret Service and our CIA, and he told me the prisons are not big enough. There's not enough room for all the criminals in our government. So that makes government too freaking big. And that was in 1988. He told me that. When I first came out with my story, I did not think I would live as long as I have. I really didn't. I'm depending on each and every one of you to help me get justice, because you can see I try to share my story, hold it up, get it out there, and they simply remove my account. I get on Facebook, on my Facebook page. I try to share my story. I have 8 viewers on Facebook right now. I have over 7,000 followers on Facebook. But yet, John Kennedy Jr. goes live on Facebook and has 7 people now because one dropped off just now. Back to 8. But I have 8 people viewing on Facebook. You know, Bill Mezzer on Facebook does a morning show in the morning. Wonderful, great guy. He talks about health foods and religion. He's a wonderful guy. And I like to watch him in the morning, and I'm probably only 1 of 4 or 5 watching him. I keep saying, Bill, you need to get a better platform. And with that said, I've been talking about a church. I've been praying for a church. I've been manifesting for a church. You imagine if John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. had a platform, had an office, had a church where people could come and share their stories. Wouldn't that be awesome to get the truth out? Live cam it 24/7. There was a couple of people, I mentioned it the other day, and there was a couple people that said, well, that's a great idea, but I'm in another state and I couldn't. Hey, you could watch it on webcam and live cam 24/7. You could help share it in the state you live in. And it would be awesome. It really would be huge. Yeah, and I see it in the future. I see it in our future. And they'll probably try to hinder it, block it, and make it not happen, the things they'll do to make it not happen. But I see it happening. Like I've said, if one person has saw this, that's one more than our government and these crime rings within our mainstream media, these crime rings within our government that are run by the cabal don't want you to know. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to get on YouTube Live here. It's wonderful. Um, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I tried 6 times to go live today. This is the 7th, and I was able to get on. So I don't like to give up too easily. It means too much. I got a website, the real John F. Kennedy Jr.com. If you're new to my story, if you've never seen my story before, go to my website, the real John F. Kennedy Jr.com. See what these wonderful people did helping me start a website. I could never start a website by myself. I'm an old truck driver, construction worker, manual laborer, and I'm not that computer savvy, but somebody helped me get that going. And there's a link on there to get these wonderful. I got a whole bunch of new books. If you buy a pendant, this is a pendant advertising my story. It's a source directives pendant with healing frequencies on it. And I'm sending you out a book if you purchase one of these wonderful pendants. And King Smarty sent me a pendant. Oh, it's probably been a year now. And he said, John, this will help with your post-traumatic stress disorder. And trust me, I had it big time. I've had the 1,000-yard stare because of what happened to my family members, my loved ones, and the short story I share. And it was like, you walk outside of your house and you think you're going to get capped upside the head at any moment. And it really takes a toll on your nerves and every other thing. It does after a while. And I believe this has helped me. Every time I start to, I grab a hold of this and say, hey, I ain't stopping. I ain't sharing. I ain't stopping. And I ain't stopping sharing the truth. I'm going to keep going. Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked the book. Wonderful, wonderful comments. Thank you so much on Facebook. And thank you so very much for all your wonderful comments. Yeah, I was not familiar with frequencies and till King Smarty shared how they work and things with me. And I've seen all kinds of videos and things since then about frequencies. And I've even started noticing it in old movies. There was an old UFO movie where the UFO lands in this ball field or park, and this big metal monster comes out and stands there. It's an old movie from like the 50s. But the main Martian character looked like a human being. And I think he was shot or something. He got hurt, but they brought him back to the spaceship and they put him in a freaking med bed. And this was probably from 1950. So I was like, well, they've been working on this med bed thing for a long time because Hollywood usually exposes what's happening there. But I really pray that this med bed thing is real. It would be wonderful for the health industry that is getting rich off, filling everybody's pockets full of medicine, and half of them aren't good for people. But I feel good for having heart failure and all my ailments over the years. I feel pretty dang good at 64 years old. Anyway, yeah, check out my website, share my story. Let's get it out there. I have probably the most live people viewing this right now, 85. But it should be 85 million for who I am and the story I am exposing of the corruption within our government. What they have done, why they unalived my father, my uncle, and the secret unalives that they did of my other family members. It was organized crime takeover of our government, people. It was the takeover of our government. They unalive people and they put their people in place. Just like They replaced me as a child. And they put him in there. Why'd they put him in there? To steal money, to launder money for the mafia. I've explained it many, many times. As a child, he was put into a cult called the Cabal as a child. He had to unalive someone, probably one of my loved ones. They are that powerful within our government. They can unalive someone and get away with it. So as a young child, he was probably 12, 13 years old. He unalived someone. They gave him a ring. Within the mafia, a ring is a big deal. That means you're a made man. He was put in place at that age, and they didn't stop. But I never had hard feelings against that man. I never did. I knew how powerful the Cabal was, what they do. But when he became older and he wanted to be the next John Gotti of New York, he wanted to run New York City and make it his own crime ring. And then he put out a hit on me and wanted me never to share this story again with anyone, ever. I had no feelings and no remorse when he went down in that plane in 1999. I did not shed a tear for that man. Why? Because he wanted me gone. He wanted no one to hear my story, how he lived a life that wasn't his, of wealth and power. And that's what he did. That's the way they are all doing it, people. My sister Caroline Kennedy is still out there pretending to be my sister Caroline. I met another wonderful, and I'm always saying I watched my sister, that they had me grab a broken golf club and go stab my dead sister. Our Secret Service did that. I couldn't do it. I was sat there. My sister was laying there unalive next to a baseball dealie, and they told me I had to go with this broken golf club. And I couldn't. I was shaking too bad. I was crying too bad. I went back to that Secret Service agent, and I literally clawed his face with my fingernails. But with that said, on Aristotle Island, they were messing with my head. That's our Secret Service. They told me I had 3 Caroline Kennedy's sisters. I hadn't seen my real sister, but they told me I had 3 Caroline Kennedy. So what happened to my natural sister? I don't know, but I met one wonderful gal. She looks just like me, and she thinks she could be Caroline. And I told her straight up right then and there, you could be my sister if you want to be, with all the love in the world. I lost all my family, so anybody that loves me gets love back, and anybody that does me right, I'm not a backstabber or anything else. So, the Caroline Kennedy I know that came over here a month ago or so, time flies. Well, first of all, Caroline Kennedy is not Caroline Kennedy. And why does she hate Robert? And I've learned not to hate. But why does Robert, you don't think he knows that the real John Kennedy Jr. is out there? Of course these people do. Why did the Kennedy family sell me out all these years? Why did our other uncle, Ted Kennedy, sell us out? You think organized crime within the mafia got him or unalived him? And they are very good. Hollywood is very good at finding a body double, making them look like somebody, and stealing millions, if not billions of dollars. They put these people in power within our government to make the laws, and they have to do what the cabal tells them to do. But I don't have all the answers of why Robert is, I've always called him Bobby, is doing what he does. I do remember when we were children, he was sat down in a chair by our CIA, and our CIA was drilling Bobby Kennedy, Robert Kennedy. Why were they doing that? That's what I remember. I also remember They said, touch your nose if John is alive. I'm alive. He touched his nose. Now, was he thinking about me? I wish I had all the answers. And if I had him sitting right here, I would have the answers. I really would. There's a lot of whys to what's been going on. But I do know the life I've lived, and I know what's happened all around me, and I know the cabal is in charge of everything. And are they in charge to bring us to our knees and keep making payments to them so they can keep spending our money, our hard-earned money? Oh, hello, Brenda, my sister. Thank you so much. All love to you also. All love. Anyway, wow, I got 96 people in here, 99 people in here. God bless you all. This is the most people I've ever had in one of my lives that I know of. This is the seventh, I believe it's the seventh time trying to go live today that it finally went through. Yeah, he could be a fake. I'm sure. I heard his ears don't match and every other thing. The takeover by the cabal has been huge. You know, I keep sharing the power of the United States is a big prize for all the countries and all the criminals around the world. So working with Hollywood, they can put in just about anybody they want to. And please share my story on TikTok. This is a heartfelt moment. I actually have 102 people in my live. Please share my story. I hate to even sign off, so I'm going to say it to one time again. If you don't know my story, Stolen Identity, Unveiling the Real John Kennedy Jr. by John Kennedy Jr. It's on Amazon. Just see the reviews. I'm not paying. I don't have the money to pay people to buy the book and then leave a review. I don't. Seriously. So the reviews are all heartfelt. And this one is on lulu.com. This one is on Amazon. And my website, The Real John F. KennedyJR.com. There's a link to both where you can get both books. And if you cannot afford a book and want to share the book and share my story, write to me. Say, hey, I'm on disability. I don't have the extra $20. And it's totally understandable. If I have an extra book, I will send it to you because it means more to me to get this story out than life itself. It really does. And with that said, if you go to that website and you get a pendant, I'll send you a book too. But thank you all so very much. Wow. Yeah. People always ask me if I would like this or like that. And I've always said, anybody that wants to share my story, please do. It's all about making the story world and getting the truth out to the world. Because that's my plans on how to wake up this country, wake up the world to the truth that, hey, you've been lied to. And, like I was saying earlier in the video, me and my friend were talking about people who just assume. They don't do any research, but they have no problem blabbing, oh, you're not real, and haven't researched it at all. I think my friend said it should be against the law, but we have too many laws now. But God bless you all. Thank you so much for viewing. Thank you so much for sharing. You lions keep roaring. If you can, make a video, even if it's just taking a picture of my book and placing it on TikTok. Let's make TikTok wish they had never took me off with 45,000 followers and just tried to cover up this story. Let's let them all know that my story is going to get out. We're never going to surrender, never giving up. And with all my heart, Lions, thank you. Keep sharing. I love you all, and God bless you so much, each and every one of you. I don't have the time to say thank you, so and so, and that. It wouldn't be good to say names, just for safety reasons and every other thing. But thank you with all my heart and soul, each and every one of you. All love, people. All love. Facebook, have a wonderful night. God bless you. And YouTube, thank you so much for sharing my live videos. And it is so appreciated. I thank you all so very, very much. God bless you. We love you. Shout it from the rooftops. Hey, look what they did to John Kennedy Jr. Look what they did. He's still trying to march forward to get the truth out. Peace out, people. Peace out.